Hi students, welcome back to our class. Myself Narendra Kanamal. I will teach you subject physics in 6th standard. Now I am going to teach you lesson number 3, force. In the previous video I taught you the definition of force. What is the definition of force? The push or pull on the object to move is called force. In this class, I will teach you effects of a force. So generally there are 6 effects of force. Let's see. First, a force can move a body originally at rest. Students, when we applied a force on an object which is originally at rest, so it's move. For example, a car which is in rest position, when we push it, it move. Another example, a grass roller which is in rest position, when we pull it, so it's move. More example, a football which is in rest position, when a player kick it, so it's move. Let's see the next effect of force. A force can stop a moving body. When we applied a force just opposite to the motion of a body or to just opposite to the moving body, so it's stopped. For example, a bus, car, bicycle which is moving, when we apply a brake, so they stop. So here brake provides a opposite force to stop the motion of bus, car, bicycle. More example, while playing the cricket, a fielder catch a ball with hands. So here he is applying a stopping force in just opposite direction to the motion of ball. Let's see the third. A force can make a moving body to move faster. When we apply a force in the direction of the motion of the body, so its speed increase. For example, when more force is applied on pedals by cyclists, so its speed increase and it's move faster. Another example, when we push a swing in the direction of motion of swing, so the speed of swing increase. Another effect of force. Fourth effect of force, a force can slow down a moving body. Students, when we apply a force in just opposite direction to the moving body, so they stops. For example, a moving car, bus, bicycle, when we apply the brake, they slow down. Means here brake provides a stopping force. Another example, instead of pushing the swing, we pulled it from the opposite direction, so swing slow down. Let's see the fifth effect of force. A force can change the direction of motion of the moving body. For example, while playing the football is moving in a particular direction, but a player kicked it, so its direction changed. Means he is applying the force to change the direction of football. More example, while playing the tennis, badminton, a player hit a tennis ball or a cock to change the direction of the ball or a cock. So the last effect of force, a force can change the shape or size of a body. Students, when we are stretching the spring, so its length increase, or we can say its shape changed, or its side change, its shape or side change, its length increase. Another example, when we are squeezing a rubber, so its shape or size change. Now let's see kind of forces. First, contact forces, the force which acts on bodies by making actual contact. There are generally 4 types of contact force: muscular force, force of friction, force of tension, force of reaction. Muscular force, we are making an actual contact with objects. For example, when we push or pull the object, means we are applying a muscular force to move the object. Force of friction, this is the force applied by the surface on the object in the opposite direction to the motion of the object. Third, force of tension. When we suspended a load on the spring, so the force of tension is applied on the string in upward direction. Force of reaction, when we put or when we keep any object on the surface, so there is a force of reaction is normal to that surface. For example, when we put a book on the surface, so there is a force of reaction which is just normal to vertical direction. Let's see. Second kind of forces, non-contact forces. The forces which act on bodies with no contact with them is called non-contact forces. Or we can say the force which acts between two bodies with some distance is called non-contact force. So there are generally 3 types: gravitational force, electrostatic force, magnetic force. Definition of gravitational force: this is the force applied by earth to attract the bodies. For example, the leaves or fruits, they are generally fall on ground because these leaves and fruits are attracted by earth by a force which is called gravitational force. When you throw the ball in upward direction, but after some time it falls on the ground, a ball is attracted toward the earth by a force that is called gravitational force. Electrostatic force, the force between two charged bodies with some distance. These charged bodies, they may be attract or repel each other. For example, when we rub a comb or a plastic pen with dry hair, so they get charged when it comes near to the bits of paper or small particles of paper. So plastic pen, so a comb or a plastic pen attracts the small particles of paper. A force acting between the comb and small particles of paper is a electrostatic force. Magnetic force between the poles of two magnets at some distance. For example, students, like poles repel each other or unlike poles attract each other. For example, North Pole attract the South Pole vice versa, and north pole of one magnet and the north pole of another magnet, they are repel each other. I hope students you understood the concept of contact force and non